Okay, had a interesting video come up here because the stock on my 77 XS broke off. I was never really a huge fan of this. It would be cool if Daisy did it like Crossman, like build an 880, especially a flagship gun like the 880, and give us a little cooler stocks and give us a choice. I would pay $100 for that, like different colors, different options, build an 880. But anyway, so in other videos, I talked about cargo shipping and using parts from other guns. I had a Daisy 35 that I took apart, just use it for parts, use it to teach and cargo ship. And so we're really going to do it now because I was not really a huge fan of this stock. I'm happy to replace it with the Daisy 35 stock. It matches the gun as far as black, and I lose about a half an inch off the stock, and that's okay. I don't mind it. I don't notice. I actually like this stock better. So anyway, let's go over this. And so the gun has been taken apart, but the thing is, it just slides right in there. You just line it up real carefully. Watch the bottom. The main thing, watch the bottom rails and line that up carefully in there. It just slides right in, and then you can put it back together. So let's go over the steps here. So okay, there's one side, and it's a nice fit. The beautiful thing the Daisy engineers did here is make sure that you can interchange parts like that. They did a good thing there. So I'm glad that it worked out like that. So, and then we just snap it down on there. Okay. Now, one of the things I noticed when I was taking this apart, the plastic was so shattered on this, and no, I didn't do it. I want to make it clear that wasn't holding it here, holding it here. I was holding it on the top of the gun, holding it on the receivers, and just, I thought the stock was getting loose when I put it to my shoulder and just fell off. So I want to be fair to Daisy here, because the competition could have a field day, is that it was a display when I bought the 77XS, and it was a disaster really right away. I paid a lot of money for it compared to a regular 880, and it wasn't working right, but I worked with a good gun shop. I learned. I got this thing shooting really well. So everything has gone wrong with it, I have fixed and repaired. It's shooting great, and this was just the latest thing. Literally, I was pumping. I mean, I can laugh about it because I'm fixing it. I was pumping the gun, and this literally just dropped on the ground. So, yeah. So anyway, so we make sure keep your. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I just there. Okay, so let's review the screws. Where the screws go. You do want to make sure when you're putting this back together, though. Before let's reverse this a little bit. To put in your spring that catches your pump. So I want to go ahead and put that in there. So there's a spot for it. A spot for it right there. I'm not going to mess with the zoom too much. I really wasn't planning this video, so it's just a spot right there. You'll find it when you're putting it back together. And there we go. And then this goes over the top. Watch your bolt, get it out of the way. Slide it forward to get it everything. There we go. And get your door back in there. So there we go. And make sure that that spring goes in the other side, obviously. So that can be, there we go. Okay, so there's the spring. Okay. And now as far as the screws, so see, it's actually not a bad looking profile at all. I love the forearms on the 77XS. It's my favorite part of the gun. It's an 880 variant. But so I'm happy with this. So let's review the screws. So remember, so the long screws go across the top. The two fat ones obviously go right here. And then the ones you have to be careful with, there's 4 stock screws. You got to be very, very careful. Keep those separate, okay? Keep those separate. I'm going to put them out here in the camera where we can see them. And then those obviously go here. And then you have these really miniature ones, very, very small ones, very stubby ones. Those go here, okay? And in front, there, okay? So there it is. Let's go ahead and put that one there. There's a big stock screw. And then the long ones go on top. Okay. So that's it. That's enough for this video because I have other videos that cover this. But yeah, it actually looks pretty good if you are honest with yourself. That actually cuts a nice profile. The stock's in good condition. To be fair to Daisy, that was a display. I think they just roughed it up at the sporting goods store. This is just another thing in a long line of things I've had to fix on this gun. And as you see, I want to be a good role model for the rest of you. It's a great gun. The 880 is a great gun. When you buy a display, stuff like this happens. So I'm fighting it out. I love this gun. I'm going to keep it going. And I like shooting the lead balls through it. So there you go. So that's how you handle that. If you have a 35 or something on you, I would always take parts off a 35 to save an 880. And I'll stop right there.